Hi everybody, this is Robert, your scruffy grader. It's just about 1 o'clock on Tuesday, and I just read the last of your Step 3 documents. And I'm taking the unusual step of recording a quick video and sending you a link to that video because I ran across something kind of common that I thought bore some attention. And it has to do with the issue of question 5. How are you going to build support and ultimately implement some or all of the strategies that you have envisioned? And I want to make this really quick and really simple. Most of you are talking about strategies that would impact large numbers of students in the school or large numbers of staff or both, and may and will indeed impact the community. And this is what I want you to know. You cannot do it by yourself. If you think about changes that stick in a school, think back to your own experience, what you're going to discover is that changes that stick usually involve the work of many hands. And so I found myself writing over and over on my notes back to you, form a group or use an existing group. So for instance, if you are working on an issue with English language learners, it would be natural to use the English Learner Advisory Committee, the ELAC, in your school as the group to work on it. You should join the ELAC if you're not already on it, and if indeed you really are going to go ahead and implement the changes that you have suggested. Several of you wrote about attendance or suspensions, classic disciplinary issues. Again, if you're going to implement changes in those systems, you can't do it by yourself. And so you may want to ask yourself what group or groups really should take responsibility for implementing these kinds of changes. Many schools have a discipline committee, and so if you're looking at suspensions, you might want to go there. Most schools these days have an RTI team, and maybe that's a place where something should land. Again, my point is, don't try to assume that the best way to respond to question 5 and step 3 is a series of I will, I will, I wills. Those I wills may get the ball rolling, but it's going to be difficult to sustain those I wills from your current position and lead systemic change. The odds are tough. The last thing I would tell you is about how to proceed. One of the greatest things I ever heard came from Rick Dufour, the gentleman who taught us all how to form PLCs. And this is what he told people all the time. Once you form a PLC, it's important to win small, win early, win often. That is how you create change. Small wins, which lead to bigger wins, which lead to bigger wins, and all of a sudden, before you know it, you've really done something. And so as you look at number 5, what I'm going to suggest is that you start by looking at those strategies that where you can get small wins. Or if a strategy is really big, maybe a small win is getting it assigned to a group or convening meetings. My point is, some things that you're going to come up with might be big. And it doesn't mean you don't start work on it. It means you treat it like that old adage, which has to do with how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? So ask yourself that question as you work your way through it. I hope this video was helpful to you. It's an unusual step for me to take, but it saves me writing the same note to you all. Okay? Take care. We'll be checking in soon. Bye-bye.